I'm running your bath for you.
You're too thoughtful.
I won't be a moment.
You don't have to go out.
No. Everybody's entitled to a little privacy once in a while.
Ah.
Especially an old married couple like us.
You're beautiful.
You're not supposed to say that to a man. Beautiful?
Handsome and like a Greek god, like an Adonis.
I like to keep fit. It's important. Besides, today's the day.
What day, dear?
We've been married 5 weeks exactly.
I know. Still, it's hardly the time for an anniversary.
It's the time I planned.
What do you mean, dear?
I told you about when I was in the Merchant Navy, working the ships.
Yes, darling. I know you don't like talking about it. That terrible accident you had in Canada.
I was pushed. I know I was pushed. Jealousy. If it had been into the water, I'd have had a chance. I understand water, but it was the dock. The hard, stony dock.
Oh, darling.
Oh, I've got bad memories. And a silver plate in my skull. Oh. But I saw the world. The riches of the world. And it did teach me one thing. There was a big Chinaman, a sea cook. His body all going to flab. But he did teach me one thing. Pressure points. No force, no bruise to betray you afterwards. At the right place, a gentle pressure, and you go out like a light. Do you really think I could fall for someone like you? All flab and indulgences. This is kind of morbid, isn't it, Mr. Mason?
It's hard to believe she drowned in there. Such a tiny space to drown in.
Some kind of seizure?
No.
What? Well, you heard the coroner.
Oh, yes, yes, I heard him. But I didn't believe him. I think you murdered her. Yes. I think you murdered Mrs. Jameson.
I'm sure you being a lawyer, I don't need to remind you.
The law of slander? Oh, yes, the police warned me about that.
You told them that? What did they say?
They said they'd no evidence to suggest it was not an unfortunate accident.
Well, then.
But I still think you murdered her.
I don't think I care what you think, Mr. Mason.
A lonely woman, past the marrying age, and then you? Oh, yes, you did it.
It was an accident. There's nothing you can do but read the will.
Yes.
Not that you have to. She left everything to me, didn't she? What are you staring at?
You. I'm going to remember your face, Mr. Jameson. I'm never going to forget your face.
I really would like to store these away, Mr. Mason. I need the space.
Hmm?
These. I told you about them, a month ago.
Connie, I've no idea what you're talking about.
Just a few old papers we found when we sold off Mrs. Jameson's effect. Nothing valuable. But you said to hold on to them in case her husband did come back and claim them.
Jameson.
I don't think he will be coming back. Do you? After all, she's been dead a year at least, hasn't she?
Longer than that, 14 months. Yes, he says nothing valuable. No, he won't be coming back. Yes, all right, Connie, you can put him in the archives.
Thank you, Mr. Mason.
No, I'll keep this.
Bathroom's through here. Right. Thank you. Have them send up a bottle of champagne, would you?
Yes. Thanks, Mr. Tully.
And iced water for me.
Yes, sir. Mrs. Tully?
Iced water? Oh, Tony, I should have thought on our honeymoon just one glass of champagne.
I have to keep fit, stay and trim. For you, darling. Besides, I like water. It's cleansing. Now, what do you want to do? A show? Shopping? See the town?
I think the first thing to do is to have a bath and get changed.
Right.
And then I really must write to my family.
Family?
Well, what little family I have. I told you, darling.
Oh, yes. But that can wait a while, can't it?
Yes. I suppose it can.
Good night, Mr. Mason. Don't work too late.
No, I won't, Connie. Good night.
Morning, darling.
I suppose I shall get used to it eventually.
What's that?
All this powerhouse stuff so early in the morning.
I like to keep in trim. Anyway, you may not have to get used to it.
What do you mean?
May not be around that long.
Sorry, darling, I just don't know what you're talking about.
Come on, darling, your bath's running.
What's the rush? Of course, I forgot. The honeymoon's over, isn't it?
It's back to domesticity today.
Oh, these past 2 weeks have flown by, haven't they, darling?
Like you said, the honeymoon's over.
Connie, will you get me the Stukely Hotel, Devonshire? I want to speak to the manager.
You shouldn't be working through your lunch.
No, it's not working. Strictly personal.
Stukely Hotel?
Mm-hmm. Try directories. I wanted some information about the Tullys. Yes, the poor woman who... Yes. But it's Mr. Tully that I'm interested in. Could you describe him to me? Well, you see, he might be an old friend of mine, in which case I'd want to offer my sympathy. You understand? Yes. Medium height, yes. Athletic. The sort of man who might work at keeping himself fit. Yes. I see, and his appearance? Dark. Like any sober businessman. Oh, I see. No, it doesn't sound like my friend. But thank you so much for all your help. Yes, thank you. Goodbye.
Would you like some more coffee? Coffee?
You dye your hair, don't you?
Dye my hair? Of course not. Well, I do just touch in the highlights. That's all.
So simple.
You're way off beam. You're getting far too imaginative, Oliver. There is no connection between Mrs. Jameson and Mrs. Tully.
Except both were newly married and both ended up dead in a bath.
Yes, well, that's an unhappy coincidence.
Too much of a coincidence for me.
Oliver, I did do as you asked. I got in touch with the Devonshire police. They are satisfied that Mrs. Tully died accidentally in her bath, and so is the coroner. All right? Mrs. Tully is now buried.
And so is Mrs. Jameson.
Yeah, well, of course, I didn't leave it there. I did ask about Mr. Tully as well. Got a full description. He didn't resemble Jameson at all.
Except both were athletic men.
All right, well, anyway, as far as I can ascertain, Jameson left the country.
As far as you can ascertain.
Oliver, drop it.
Yes, I think you'd like that, wouldn't you, Quilly? Because if there is a connection, it means you'd have to admit you were wrong about Mrs. Jameson. You'd have to reopen the case.
Yes, that would be inconvenient, I don't deny it, but it's not going to happen. I've been on the force a long time. Haven't made a mistake yet.
Yet.
You're beginning to sound like an echo. Thank you for the sherry. I must be off.
Oh, look. Do me one favour. I would like to know more about this man, Tully. You know what sort of a chap he was, how he met his wife. Who'd know?
Oh, I don't know. Her family, maybe. Her next of kin.
Can you put me in touch with them? Strictly off the record.
All right. I'll see what I can do.
Thanks.
Bye, Connie.
Bye.
Morning, Freddie.
Morning, Miss Walker. Ah, you start early, sir.
Have to keep fit, Freddie. Stay in trim, eh? The usual. Make it tall and cool.
I tell you, someone who looks like you, Mr. Walker, no right in a place like this. It demoralises the others. Hello. Here's another one that's going to lower the morale around here.
Good morning. Could I have a dry sherry, please?
One dry sherry, miss? Certainly. Oh, don't worry, miss. It's not you. You're not seeing things. It's on account of being oldie-worldy outside and modern inside. Everybody does a double take when they come in here.
It was the fire. It gutted the whole interior, but left the main fabric standing. So they refurbished. Isn't that right, Freddie?
That's right, Miss Walker.
Thank you.
Not a regular.
Day tripper, I suppose, just popped in for a sauna or a massage.
I'll have to work fast then.
You fancy your chances there, Miss Walker?
I fancy her. My chances? We'll have to see. And this one's strictly for pleasure. You don't mind my sitting here, do you?
Not at all.
It erodes the body, you know. Hard liquor. Breaks down the tissues, dulls the brain, eventually destroys the liver and kidneys.
This glass of sherry's got a lot to live up to.
I'm sorry, I was employing shock tactics to get through to you, so I could talk to you.
Do you need to talk to me?
Well, need might be a bit strong, but I'd like to.
You don't look like the sort of man who has to be lonely.
Oh, but I am. I really am, on account of I'm so shy. I'm Mark. Mark Walker. I'm a talk to strange, pretty girls addict.
Stella McKenzie.
Mackenzie. It's a good old Gaelic name. Explains an awful lot. Everything.
Explains?
Well, the way you look. Cool, superb. Only girls with the Gaelic in them have your kind of beauty.
Speed you move, Mr. Walker. You should change your name to Sprinter.
It's all talk, I promise. You can relax and feel completely safe with me.
I'm not sure any girl should relax with you, Mr. Walker.
Oh, no, let's drop the Mr. Mark. And you're Stella, right? You know, this is going to sound the corniest question ever, but do you come here often?
No. It's the first time, in fact. I've just rented a cottage nearby. I thought I'd pamper myself today. Sauna and massage.
You live nearby?
Yes, about a mile or two.
That's great. And I see no rings on your finger. That's greater still. Well, I'm staying here. A vacation. A well-earned rest after, well, a lot of work. And you were right the first time. I do need to talk to someone. You see, once in a while, I get a reaction.
A reaction?
Not what you're thinking. I was in the Merchant Navy. That was not a good scene for me. I had an accident. A bad accident. And you may not believe this. I get withdrawn. Introverted, inside myself. Doctors say it isn't healthy. Even this keep fit kick of mine, it's part of the syndrome.
You're so surprised you came out of the accident alive. You're working to preserve life, to hold on to it.
You understand that?
That's not so complicated.
Stella, when I came over here to talk with you, I had in mind the full treatment. I was going to make a pass, but now I'd like to know you. I mean, really. Will you have dinner with me tonight?
I'm not sure if the last self-revelation bit isn't just a part of your technique, Mr. Walker.
I swear
but
to...
yes. I think I would like to have dinner with you tonight.
Great. Where shall I pick you up?
Why don't we meet here? I'll be in the area anyway.
Whatever you say.
About 8:30 then?
I'll be waiting.
Mark. Good night.
Strictly for pleasure.
Good luck, Mr. Walker. Oh, don't worry, sir. It's not you. You're not seeing things. It's on account of being oldie-worldy outside and modern inside. Everybody does a double take as soon as they walk in. It was a fire. Gutted the place completely. Can I help you?
I hope you're not going to be neurotic about it. I'm all of 5 minutes late.
Oh, come on, let's go.
I thought we were dining here.
No, it's too crowded. We can do better.
It's a marvellous dinner. Come in. Oh, I talked so much tonight, and I forgot to mention the most vital part of my life. I'm a stage designer. Not important, but I wouldn't do anything else. Would you like a nightcap? I think that I can rustle up some orange juice, or at least some iced water.
A scotch will do fine.
Isn't that going to erode your body?
I drink once in a while. Just once in a while.
The music doesn't erode the mind, does it? Another vital thing that I forgot to mention, I'm not in the habit of inviting men back. Not after the very first date.
But you trust me?
No, I'm worried about you. I thought that I was supposed to de-introvert you. But you've hardly said a word all evening. What happened to the man that I met earlier today? Did he run out of conversation, or is he worried about something?
Worried? Of course not. Thoughtful, though.
And far away. I got the impression that you were thinking about something else. Someone else.
What gave you that idea?
You did.
You're right, Stella. I was far away. Problems, business.
Is that the once in a while? You drink when you're under stress?
Maybe. Unstress me.
You really shouldn't drink, Mr. Walker. It goes straight to your head. And to your hands.
Stella.
I think it's good night time.
I'll see you tomorrow.
I'll be here.
There we are, that's it. Cool. Good night, Mr. Walker.
Good night.
Hello? Who? Mr. Mason? No, he isn't here. Mr. Mason was found drowned this morning. Suicide.
You're in a better mood today.
I'm changeable. Besides, I forgot to tell you, but yesterday I had some bad news.
Oh?
But it turned out to be good news. How about that?
That's life.
Yeah, life. Anyway, how about a swim?
Swim?
Yes, you do swim, don't you?
Well, I'm not the greatest, but push me in at the deep end. At least I won't drown.
Drown? You won't drown. I wouldn't let you drown. Not you. Come on, the hotel pool is empty this time of day. We could go there, stay over
I'm
for lunch.
sorry, Mark. I've got to go into town. I'm a working girl, remember. How about tonight? Why don't you come over later on?
I'm disappointed. I'll be awfully lonely until tonight.
Oh, I'm sure you'll find something or someone to occupy you.
Oh, Freddie.
Freddie, love, you're something else. You don't mind me calling you Freddie, do you?
You call me what you like, Mrs. Ludlow.
All right, Mr. What You Like. Let's have another.
Right.
And I bet you know what you like, eh? Eh? Forget the Mrs. Ludlow. Angie. Everyone calls me Angie. Have one yourself, love.
Right, thank you. Are you staying in the hotel, Mrs. Angie?
Oh, Mrs. Angie, I like that. No, love, I've no need. Me first husband always said there's some men what like some meat on the bone, you know, something to grab hold of. And the others, well, they can date a broomstick if they want.
Cheers.
Cheers, love. No, I'm here. I'm looking for a house to rent, to stay in, while I look for a house to buy, if you follow me. I've got a list of cottages to have a peep at. Oh. Later on, now, let's have another.
Right.
Usual, Freddie.
Right, Mr. Walker.
Thanks.
But don't mention it, love. I don't suppose you approve of this hard liquor.
Well, as a matter of fact, I think it's all a question of personal taste.
I've got that all right, taste. The taste for it. I'm Angela Ludlow. You
How do
don't
you do?
mind me talking to you, do you? Everyone else around here seems stuffy, reserved, hard to get to know. Not me, not Angie. I'm easy to get to know. I didn't catch your name.
Mark Walker.
Oh, what you doing here, Mark? You don't look like you need this place.
Well, a kind of vacation. Chance to sit back and relax.
Between jobs, are you?
You could say that.
My husband always said a man needs to unwind once in a while. Always said it. He never took his own advice. He dropped dead in the street one day.
I'm sorry.
No need to be, love. That was me first husband. I've married again since then.
Oh, good.
For me, not him. He was killed in a car accident a year ago. I'm beginning to think I'm a bit of a jinx. I can't hold a man. I'm surprised the police don't investigate me.
The police?
2 husbands in the space of 4 years, both dead, and both left their loot to me.
They left you comfortably off, then?
More than that, love. Rich. Stinking. And lonely. Oh, well, let's have another.
Here we go again.
You are
What do you mean, lonely? You must have friends, relatives?
Oh, lots of both. Once upon a time, all the way, love. But I was born humble, you see. I married above me class. Friends and relatives, I left them behind, and they don't forgive you for that. Not that I haven't tried, mind, I have lots of times, but, you know, they look at you suspicious. You give them a present, they think it's charity. No, I gave them up a long time ago. Trouble is, I'm still humble. It means I don't fit in with my husband's friends either, and that's what leaves you lonely. That's why I'm here looking for a house to buy. Seems like it might be a friendly county.
I don't see why you should be lonely. Good-looking woman like you.
Hello?
Stella and Mark.
Oh, Mark, I'm not halfway ready yet. I haven't just got back from town.
That's why I'm calling you. I can't make it tonight. Something came up, a business deal. Could I take a rain check on tonight? Call you tomorrow.
Yes. Yes, of course.
Thanks. And I'm sorry. I'm looking forward to having dinner with you.
Oh, don't think about it. I hope it goes well.
Hey?
The business deal. Good night.
Good night.
love.
Don't worry about it. Would you like a drink?
Oh, I'd love one.
Gin and tonic, Freddie.
I found what I was looking for anyway, after looking at what must be 400 places. A cottage, not far away, not big, not small, just enough for little me. I dump my suitcase there and then it's mine till I can find somewhere better to buy.
Great. Never mind about those other drinks, Freddie. Champagne. We ought to celebrate.
We? You're moving a bit fast, aren't you, Mark? I warn you, I'm eager, but I'm not that eager. I don't know enough about you yet. I've been around, love, don't you forget it. 2 husbands, dead and buried. And I've met fortune hunters before, remember?
And remember, you approached me.
That's right. That's in your favour. All the same, I need to know a whole lot more about you.
I can stand any close survey.
Yes. Yes. Well, what do you think of it? Oh, it'll do till I find something better, don't you think?
It's nice. Cosy. Ensuite, cosy main room. I suppose the kitchen's through there.
That's right.
And, dining room. And upstairs?
Naughty, naughty, naughty. There's 2 bedrooms. One small and one big. Enough for me, don't you think? More than enough for me.
And, bathroom?
Bathroom? I'm not a peasant, you know. Of course there's a bathroom.
I know, but these old places, they sometimes put the bathroom in as an afterthought. One of these space-saving baths.
Not this one, love. It's old. Victorian. You could drown in it.
That's fine.
Come in.
You've got good ears. Good everything.
Hello, Mark.
Where did you get to last night?
Nowhere?
What? But I called here after my business deal. I rang the bell for ages. Nobody answered.
Oh, is that you?
You heard me.
From the security of my little bed, I heard the bell, yes. I'm not in the habit of answering late callers, Mark.
Okay, that's fair.
But I have left today free for lunch.
Fine.
Well, I'll come over to the hotel, shall I?
No. Not the hotel. I see enough of that place. I was hoping you'd invite me here. Home cooking?
If that's what you want.
That's what I want.
Shouldn't have done it.
Connie, what was he doing in that part of the world? Did he tell you?
No.
No one had invited him down there?
No. But he did have a couple of calls on his private line the day before, and on one of them he shut the door on me.
Oh. He was a good man.
The very best. Why on earth would he do that?
Well,
He wasn't a doodler.
may I?
Now. It had to be now. I was thinking aloud, Stella. I'm a funny fellow. I lead a funny life. All this time I've been chasing after rainbows. And now suddenly I find a girl I want to know. Want to love. And I'm busy.
Am I so demanding?
Not at all. That's what makes you so different. I find you attractive because of what you are. If you were a pauper or a millionairess, it wouldn't make any difference to me.
That's a funny thing to say.
I've told you, I'm a funny fellow. Stella, I can't see you tonight.
More business.
Yes. But it's the last time. I promised myself. I promise you, it's the very last time. I have everything I need. Except you.
You're not making sense.
For a week or two, maybe a month, I won't. I doubt whether I'll see you as often as I want. I may even have to go away for a while. Only a little while. But I don't want to lose this contact.
You won't.
But this business deal I'm cooking will make me rich. Richer. But it means moving about. Maybe not even keeping in touch. You'll have to trust me, Stella.
Oh, marvellous evening, love. Marvellous. And a marvellous dinner, love. What now, Mark? Oh, champagne.
It's all been arranged. But not here. Your place.
Oh. Oh, you are a darling. You are an absolute darling.
I'm more than that. I'm serious.
Ooh.
Mark. But this must have cost an
A
absolute...
small fortune. They're my bona fides.
You born a what?
My credentials. Evidence of my good intentions, my honourable status. Ever know a fortune hunter give away a fortune?
Mark.
I can match you share for share.
Yes, but why would you?
Because I think I'm falling in love with you.
Froth or thunder?
Eh?
I'm trying to match your mood. Oh, definitely Wagnerian, I should think. His business not going so well.
On the contrary, couldn't be better.
Oh, then my first thought was the right one. Froth. Do you still have to go away?
Afraid so. For a week or two, though.
When are you leaving?
Soon. In a day or two, maybe.
This is just in time, then.
Hey. I thought you did theatre design.
I'm good at faces, too. Handsome ones. Wouldn't it be disastrous if I fell for you?
Be inevitable. After all, I'm a notorious lady killer.
Thank you.
Mrs. Ludlow not around yet, then?
If she was, you would have heard of her now, wouldn't you?
Yes, I suppose so. Orange juice.
Right. Oh, by the way, another one just found.
Another one?
Another woman.
Who?
Didn't give a name a minute or so ago. I've had the call transferred to your room. You must have been on the way down.
What did she want?
Just asked for you, no message, except say she'd see you.
When? Where? Did she say she was coming here?
No, nothing, that was all. Just tell him I'll see him.
She could be meaning to come here.
Might be a bit inconvenient. Very inconvenient.
I'm not there, love. I'm here. Well, it was me you were calling, wasn't it?
Yes, yes, it was you.
I'm late again. I ought to take lessons in punctuality. Come on, let's have a drink.
Have one when we get to the restaurant.
When? Aren't we eating here, then?
I found a new place down by the river.
Oh, he's come over all masterful, Freddie. I've no time for a drink.
It's 6 paces to the door. You can manage it in 4.
Oh, you are a scream, Freddie. If you weren't married, I'd take you home with me.
If I weren't married, I'd be already there waiting.
Well, it's down to the river and then back to my place, eh?
Whatever you say.
I'll show you that jewellery of mine you were so interested in. It'll make a change from etchings, eh? Come on. Good night, then, Freddie.
Good night.
What jewellery? I didn't ask to see any jewellery.
Oh, wasn't that you? I thought it was. I think I must be a little bit tiddly. You won't take advantage of me, will you? Will you? Oh, what an evening! What an evening! Oh, I haven't laughed so much in years.
I noticed.
When he said about... Do you know, I think I've sobered up. Amazing, isn't it? How you can sober up if you want to. Not that I want to.
I'd rather you stayed sober. I've something to discuss.
Oh, come on, love. Don't get serious. Leave it till tomorrow.
This affects tomorrow. All our tomorrows. Angie, I said I thought I was falling in love with you. Now I know. I want you to marry me.
Oh, Mark. Oh, me. Marry again.
Third time lucky.
Yes. Yes, me that's the lucky one.
Then the answer is yes.
Oh. I'm no fool, you know. You're a handsome man, and I'm not the world's most beautiful woman. I'm older than you, too. A bit. Not much.
What are you driving at?
Us. My suspicious mind. You look like a man with money, but I'd have to be sure.
Well, I'll show you my bank statements tomorrow.
And it'll have to be absolutely equal, Mark. Share for share. Those were your words. Absolutely equal. What's mine will be yours. And vice versa.
Okay, okay.
Right down the line. Communal property. Everything. And I want it legal. The day we're married, I want wills drawn up in favour of the other.
I wouldn't want it any other way.
I'm a blunt woman, and I believe in speaking my mind. Well, do you still want to marry me?
I still want to marry you. We think exactly alike.
Oh. Oh, come on. Let's have that drink. Scotch? No, I insist on you having one.
Okay.
It's not every day you get engaged, is it? And I suppose you could say we're engaged. Announcements are in order.
No.
What?
Well, it has to remain a secret for a while. Our secret. Angie, there's something I haven't told you. I've been married before, too. Oh, we're divorced now, and on pretty easy terms, but you know what women are like. If she hears I'm getting married again, she's just as likely to lean on me for more alimony.
Well, she'll have to know sometime.
Well, of course, but there are ways and ways. I'd like to choose the right moment. Break it to her my way. You understand?
Of course I understand, love. Come on, drink up.
To us.
To us.
No.
Oh, come on, just a little one won't hurt you. It won't take you long to get back in trim.
I suppose not.
We'll have to make some plans.
I've made them. We'll go to Greece.
Mm.
Get married there.
Oh, Greece.
In a little romantic place. Then a honeymoon just round the corner. There's a spot I know. It's perfect, quiet. We can have the whole beach to ourselves. Just lays in the sun, swim.
I can't swim.
I'll teach you. You'll be perfectly safe with me.
Oh. Oh, you make it sound marvellous.
It will be. It will be. Whew.
Oh, you're drunk. You're tight as a tick on 2 drinks.
I feel odd.
Comes of not being a drinker, you've no resistance. You better sit down, love.
Yes, I'd better.
Oh, let's have a look at you. Oh, you'll not be going back to that hotel tonight.
I feel sleepy.
Come on. Here you are. Come on. You just put your feet up. You can sleep it off right here. You feel as right as rain in the morning.
Yes. It went right to my head.
I would invite you up to my room. But we've got to leave something for later. Eh? Oh.
It took some time, but it worked.
Coffee?
The perfect cure. A forswearing drink from now on. 2 glasses and look at me, compromised. My reputation in ruins.
And what about my reputation?
I'll make an honest woman of you as soon as possible. How do you feel?
A bit jaded. I wish I hadn't asked that McKenzie woman over here.
McKenzie woman?
Stella McKenzie. She lived about a mile away. She was out walking one day and saw those roses in the garden. Asked if she might take a cutting. I said she could have the old damn plant. After all, they're not mine, are they? Only rent the place.
And she's coming here today?
Due any minute to collect the roses. Would you like some more?
No, thanks. Look, I ought to be getting back to the hotel.
Oh, but you haven't had
I've
any
lots
trouble.
of things to do, Angie, plans to make. I'll see you later. Where's my jacket?
Here. Mark, you're running away. What is it between you and this McKenzie woman, anyway?
You're wrong. But right about running away. I told you about this situation with my ex-wife.
Well, this is just a neighbour.
I don't trust anyone.
Except me. You trust me, don't you?
It goes without saying. Back door? This way will be more discreet. I'll call you.
Come in, love.
Thank you.
Stella.
Oh, do you mind? I'm sorry, darling. Oh, look. Dirtied all your shirt. What are you doing here, anyway?
I'm waiting for you.
I thought you were knee-deep in business deals.
I am. I was. I came here to see you. Where have you been?
Collecting those.
Where from?
Most extraordinary woman. Angela someone. With a laugh that would awaken the dead.
Yes, I know. I've seen her around the hotel.
You know how ghastly she is, then?
Yes.
All the same, I suspect a kind heart under all the tons of makeup.
What did you talk about? Oh, you and this Angela woman. What did you talk about?
Oh, she did all the talking, darling.
Yes, but what about?
I really don't remember. I just let it pour all over me. Nothing in particular.
But she must have mentioned me. Well, she must have seen me around the hotel, and when you said you knew me...
I didn't mention you at all. Really, that ego of yours.
I tried to call you back last night.
Did you?
It was you who called me, wasn't it?
Yes.
Was it important?
No, not really. I just felt, lonely. I felt like talking.
Lonely for me?
Perhaps. Perhaps just for company.
I see you gave me a beard.
Yes, I've decided it doesn't suit you. Too sinister.
Stella, I will have to go away. For a week or two, maybe. I won't be able to see you until
Well,
after
why
the deal
don't you
is...
tell me while I plant these? Look, there's a spade there. Thank you. I've dirtied you up. I may as well go the whole hog.
Townsend House Hotel?
Freddie!
Mrs. Ludlow?
For pity's sake, Freddie, you've got to help me. I think he's going to kill me.
That's about done it.
Thank you, darling. I love looking at gardens, but I'm no good at creating them. Orange juice, however, that's another thing.
I was glad to do it for you, especially glad. Planting rose bushes has a permanent feel to it. Means you're going to stay.
Yes.
Means you'll still be here when I get back.
Yes. If I can still afford it.
Yeah?
It's just gone 12. See?
I see, but...
I'm a working girl and I'm not working. I've got an awful lot to do.
You won't be working much longer. Not if I have anything to do with it. I'll be moving about quite a bit today. No point in calling me.
Don't call me, I'll call you.
That's right.
Goodbye.
Bye.
Always the same time and always the same drink and always... Ah, here he is now.
Mr. Walker?
Yes?
Mr. Mark Walker?
That's right.
Detective Superintendent Weston, sir.
Police?
Is this your driving license, sir?
Why, yes, it is. I didn't even know I'd lost it. Where did you find it?
Do you mind coming with us, sir?
What is this?
We'd appreciate your cooperation.
We really would.
After you, sir. And you.
Look, surely I'm entitled to some explanation.
I'd rather you didn't touch anything, Mr. Walker.
What is this?
I was hoping you'd tell us, sir. You see, we found this. Lying there.
Look, what's happened here? Where's Angela?
Mrs. Ludlow. We haven't found her yet, sir.
Will you stop playing games and tell me what this is about?
You came here last night, Mrs. Ludlow?
Yes.
What time did you leave?
Sometime this morning, 10:30, I don't know.
This morning?
It isn't what you think. I got a little drunk last night, that's all. I slept there on that sofa.
And left about 10:30?
Yes. Yes.
She phoned me, it must have been about 12 noon.
Mrs. Ludlow?
Yeah.
Sure it was her?
Of course, recognise that voice anyway, anyone would. She said you'd had too much to drink. It was unlike you, it'd gone to your head. She said she was afraid of you, you was getting violent.
That's a lie.
Well, that's what she told me. She said you were insisting on seeing all her jewellery.
This is crazy.
Well, that fitted, because I remember last night she joked about showing you her jewellery.
Oh, well, that was a mistake.
She was worried. She didn't want to cause the police in case it caused a scandal or something. She asked me if I'd come over and try and calm you down.
What did you do?
Well, drove over right away, of course, and found a place like this. That's when I called you.
Well, sir.
She's trying to frame me. But why? Why? What time did she call?
12. No, about 10 past.
Then I'm in the clear. You see, I can prove exactly where I was at that time. Nowhere near here. More than a mile away.
Where?
At 12 o'clock this morning, I was with Miss Stella McKenzie. But don't believe me. Ask her. Stella. Stella? But she was here. Just an hour or so ago. She was here.
Mr. Walker, it doesn't look to me that anyone has been here in a long time.
But this is where she works. She's a theatrical designer. There was an easel just there.
At least this seems to be news recently. Earth under your fingernails. And on your shirt, too. Gardening, Mr. Walker?
We planted roses.
Roses.
Not a sign of life anywhere.
Bed being slept in?
I don't see how. There aren't even any beds. Room's empty.
Get this down to the lab. I'm betting Mr. Walker's fingerprints are all over it.
I told you I used it.
Oh, yes. To plant roses. So the earth under your nails and on your clothing should match up.
This is a frame. A dirty, lousy frame.
Turn your pockets out, Walker.
Your pockets.
Frame. And I suppose these are a plant. Where is she, Walker? Angela Ludlow. Where did you bury her?
You found her. Stella McKenzie, you located her.
No, we didn't find her, Walker. Because she doesn't exist.
But she has to. The house. She rented it. The estate agents must know.
We checked with them. They never heard of Stella McKenzie.
But they must have. Somebody rented that house.
It was rented to an Oliver Mason, a solicitor. But he never got to live in it. Because he committed suicide. He drowned himself. Walker. Walker, where is she? Angela Ludlow. Where did you bury her? I've got you cold on circumstantial evidence, Walker. Motive, opportunity, everything. But where did you put the body? Plenty of people think you need a body to prove murder, Walker. But take it from me, you don't.
It has long been a fallacy that the presence of a corpus delicti is essential in a murder case. And indeed, it is a fallacy, Mark Walker. You have heard the verdict of the jury, and in my opinion, a just and fair verdict of guilty. Guilty of murdering Angela Mary Ludlow. It is now my duty to pronounce sentence, and to put you away where you can no longer damage or harm society. It is therefore the sentence of this court that you be confined in one of Her Majesty's prisons for a term of at least 30 years.
Walker, a visitor for you.
Visitor? I don't know anyone who'd want to visit me.
It's a lady.
Stella. Oh, thank God. My darling. Thank God. What happened to you?
I went away.
Away? But you must have read the papers. You must have known what was happening.
Yes. Yes, I knew. That's why I'm here, Mark.
Well, it doesn't matter anymore. You're here, you're back, and you can tell them.
I came to tell you, Mark. I didn't want you to sit out the next 30 years without knowing. That would have been too kind.
Stella?
No. My name's not Stella. Or Mackenzie. It's Sheila O'Rourke. You were right at least about the Gaelic.
O'Rourke?
That rings a bell, doesn't it, Mark Walker? Or should I say Mr. Jameson? Or Mr. Tully, yes. Yes, Mr. Tully. Because Mrs. Tully was Yvonne O'Rourke, my sister. It was poor Mr. Mason who called me. You killed him, didn't you, because he recognized you. We had got together a really private investigation, and we had so little to go on. A man who liked to keep fit. I did the rounds of the health farms and the gymnasiums for months before I spotted you. I was sure it was you, but Mr. Mason had to confirm it. I called him. He came down, and before he could say yes or no, he was dead. That was confirmation enough.
You and Mason.
An unlikely team, but a nice man. I liked him. And I loved my sister. And you killed her too, didn't you? And now you're paying for it. Oh, not for the murder you did do, but for one you didn't. But that suits me.
You're no better than I am. You killed too. Angela Ludlow. I'll tell them. I'll tell them you killed her, and whatever their motive, they'll put you away too.
You still don't understand, do you? I told you my job was theatrical design. Well, before that, I was on the other side of the footlights. I didn't kill Angela Ludlow. I created her, my old love. But who can prove it? Bye, love. Don't do anything I wouldn't do, will you?